morning, everyone. Let's get some primer. I'm going to do my face. It is blowing a gale out there. Want to see it? Look. My wee arches down and everything. The bird feeder's down. It's blowing a gale. Let's get some primer. Oh, I've got my silver pants on and they're quite slippy. Kind of sliding about here. Let's see what primer will I use today. Yeah. I think we'll use the Soap and Glory one. We'll use that. Let's see, palette. Oh, I wanted to use my Martine's Diner, didn't I? Yes. Let me get you over here. Oh, jeez. Wait till we get a light as well. Let's get a light. I should have done this before I came on. Hi, Jenny. Hello. Last day of the year. Boy, have I got a story to tell yous. Oh, I'm recovering today. Wait a minute. Plug this in. Let me see. I'm doing this. Oh. I'm just out the shower. Oh. See, I should have done all this before I came live, but you know what I'm like. I'm slippy. I'm glad, Jenny, it's the last of 2024. I'm really happy about it because this year has been terrible. Right, let me watch. Green Rose, hello. I'm going to do my makeup. Yes, I'm going to do my makeup. I'm using this one, Martine's Diner, because it's got a nice silver and it's going to match me. I'll show you. It's going to match these bad boys. Look, silver pants. And this is like a satin top. And it feels beautiful on my skin. I don't even know where to begin. Celia, hello. Wait, what a story I've got for you. I never got home until, what was it, 12:30 last night? 12:30 by the time we got home last night. Do you like them? I can't stop calling them pants, Jenny. I think I'm Americanised. I call them pants, my pants. They're lovely, and my gold ones as well. Listen, I'm going to be wearing them all year round. They're not just a Christmas and New Year pant. No, I don't care about this. You can only wear white. You don't wear white after Labour Day. I don't even know what that means. So I'm going to be wearing white anytime. Right, where do I begin with this story? The past few days, the wee fella, my grandson, he's had a bit of temperature, right? Now, bear in mind, when he was 1, he took a seizure when he was 1 year old, right? It was scary, scary stuff. So, he's not been feeling well. He's had a temperature and his mummy's been giving him the usual Calpol every 4 hours, trying to keep the temperature down. So, yesterday morning, Amanda wasn't happy and she says, no, she says, it's been on too long, I'm going to need to get a doctor's appointment. I says, that's the best thing to do, get a doctor's appointment. It's better to be safe than sorry, all this kind of stuff, right? So we had an appointment for 12 noon. I get some of this primer. We had an appointment for 12 noon yesterday, so we take him. And the doctor had a look at him, says his throat was red, you know, he had a bit of a sore looking throat. But she said it was like a virus that he had. Just do what we've been doing with the Calpol, etc. And that should be okay. Right, I just got the primer. That's the primer on. So I takes Amanda home. Amanda's 2 minutes away from me. See, in the car, 2 minutes, right? So I drop Amanda and the grandson off. Come in the door. No sooner had I got in the door, but my phone goes. And all I read was Amanda's text saying, "Mum, you'll need to come back up." And right away, I didn't even know, but I thought, he's taking a seizure. So I got in the car and rushed up. Goes in, Amanda's got him on the ground, on the floor. She's on the phone to an ambulance. And he's convulsing, he's like shaking, his teeth were chattering. And this was him better than what he was. He was just like staring blank into like space, as if he wasn't there. So Amanda had phoned the ambulance and they said, "We can't send an ambulance. We'll send a community doctor round." I said, "Amanda," I says, "get a bag." I says, "We're going to the hospital. We're not waiting in like a community doctor. Get a bag, we're going." So we get a wee bag and away we go, away through the A&E department. Gets there, it was, when I say it was like swinging, chock-a-block, like very full. I don't know if everybody uses the word swinging for crowd. I know swinging's used as a different word, but as we say it's swinging where there's a lot of people. There was people in the hallways of the hospital in stretchers. There was ambulances all built up. It was absolute mayhem. We get him there. He's just in a nappy. We've just got him in a nappy, and we've got a wee cover because his temperature was still sky high. He was, see, you touch him, he was boiling. Everywhere was boiling. So we goes in and he takes us into a wee room, and he wouldn't drink. He wouldn't drink anything. He hadn't done a pee or anything like that. So they said to us, they said to us, "Try and get a urine sample." No, he's not potty trained yet. I've got him a potty. We're going to be starting the potty training, but he's not potty trained yet. So we need to catch a urine sample. So they gave us this bag. It was like a colostomy bag kind of thing, right? That had a hole in it and a sticky bit, right? I don't know if we should have undone that and stuck this to him, his skin. But we done that, he would not do a pee at all. He wouldn't do a pee. So he had this wee bag going for ages. So I've been trying to get it off. It was stuck to him. And he was having a bad day as it was. And I left that to Amanda. I went, "Not do you deal with it." Having to pull this. I don't know if we should have made it, took the sticky film off. Anyway, we never managed to get a pee off him because they thought it might be a urine infection. His ears looked a bit red. He had this. Look, I'm going with this. That was on his toe. See this? This was rupturing his wee toe. And it was wired up to a monitor. In my pocket. Anyway, I'm away with this. So after 4 or 5 hours in this particular hospital, they said he's still not, he's no as good as what we would want him to be. Hayley, hello, my lovely Hayley. You'll need to take him to another hospital. Sure. I mean, we're going wherever we need to go. I'm putting foundation on now, my Mac. Wherever we need to go, we're going. And last night, see, when I started driving on the motorway, this particular motorway, there's no lights on it, right? It's just like the cat's eyes in the road. It was pitch black, and the rain was absolutely battering down and flooding, and it was hectic to get through there, and the whole time I'm worried. In fact, see, before we went to the next hospital, see, I'm jumping ahead of myself. They said to us, "We'll need to get an ambulance for like the grandson and Amanda to go through to this next hospital." I says, "But I've got my car there." They said, "No, I'm not going anywhere, Hayley. I'm spending today, and that's what I'm doing with my silver pants on and my makeup, and I'm just staying in the day. That's what I'm doing." That's the plan anyway. So they said to us, "Right, we're not happy with him. He's going to need to go to this other hospital that's a better hospital for kids." but you'll need to go via ambulance. I says, I've got the car. They said, no, you can't take him by the car because he might take another seizure. And the paramedics would be there with all the equipment to help him, right? So I said, fine. I says, Amanda can go in the ambulance with the wee fella and I'll follow in my car to this other hospital. We waited another 3 hours or 4 hours, right? And still waiting in this ambulance. By this time it was like 8 o'clock at night, 8:30, something like that. Still no sign it. So eventually we get a hold of the doctor. I says, look, my car's there. I could have been through to the hospital and back. So they said, right, since he's no took any seizures in the 4 hours that I've been in this room, you can take him. If anything happens, pull over to the side of the road, dial 999. Or that shenanigan. So away we go. Hospital number 2. And the rain, and the wind, you can hear it out there. It was, he took a seizure yesterday, Haley, with the grandson. So away we go. Rain is beating down. It couldn't have been any wilder. I'm worried because he was coughing in the back, and I'm like, oh my God, it's good. So we get to the next hospital, and we go in, and they were waiting on us. So they put it, oh God, it was a wee shame. They put him in this like wee cot thing, and he's just sitting there like that. And he's had a terrible day, but he wasn't drinking. We were trying to get him to drink fluids and stuff like that, and he wasn't drinking anything. We couldn't get a urine sample off him. Anyway, we sat in that next hospital for a good 4 hours. I never got home here to 12:30 last night. And he was fine, and his temperature had come down a good bit. So they said to us that this can happen. You know, usually they grow out of this by the time they go to school, he said. But this could happen again, he said. This could happen again. He says, and the reason why, he says, is because when your temperature spikes quickly like that, your brain shuts down. And that's basically what happened to him. So it was, I can't believe I'm away with the wire. What a day. Vegan dolls, hello, hello. I know, and there was some wee babies in there that were worse, do you know. And the thing is, with kids that age, they don't understand that they've got to take medicine. There was a wee girl across for us, and she was to take steroids, and you could hear her spitting out. She didn't want to take the steroids, so and the dad's trying to force the medicine. It's just a horrendous ordeal. Law, hello, my beautiful Law. Emilia. Oh, I love that name. Hello, hello. So anyway, that was yesterday. Today he's up. He's eating fruit. And apparently he's doing great today. So thank the Lord. But it was... See, seeing him in that situation. See, seeing him in his wee body. Oh my God, it was terrible. And my daughter, like, it was just... But in the hospital, I'm trying to do my usual and cheer everybody up. I had a bit of a laugh. I think we were delirious. I mean, do you know, we eventually see how the sick, you get the wee paper sick buckets to be sick in. We had the grandson playing that like a drum. And I had a cuddly toy, and I was singing stories for the West Side Story. I was singing, when you reject all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. I was singing all that. I wasn't caring. And the whole time, I was wearing my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer pyjamas because we just flew to the hospital. We weren't caring what we looked like, right? But see, when we got there, and I had stains all doing it, and I've got a bit of a chesty cough, right? So I had vapor rub all over it, like that, smeared all over it so that I could breathe. I didn't know that I was going to be going all over the place. Thank you, everybody. I know he'll be back to his, and the thing is, he's never no well. And even see, usually, if he is no well, he's still the usual wee guy playing with his toys and all this kind of stuff. Yesterday, he just had no interest in it. He was just like staring blankly. It was horrible. But imagine that, they weren't sent in an ambulance. No, I'm not having that. We're not sent in an ambulance. He's taking a seizure on the floor. How bad do you need to be before they send you an ambulance? I know the NHS is rushed off their feet. I really do know that. But see, when I went in there and the place is absolutely chock-a-block, there's people on trolleys in the hallways, and there's a guy that said, "We're going to have cut my finger on a Stanley blade." Put a plaster on it. Get a plaster on it. Yep. Oh. Aye, and he's got his finger like that. My finger's been cut with a Stanley blade. We weren't caring what we were, and Amanda was equally as bad, and she had a stain right down her as well. We were just, we were just hanging. We were just hanging with my Rudolph jammies on, and she'd Christmas jammies on her bottom. She'd a wee string spaghetti top on with stains all doing it. I've got stains like that over me. But we're out in the street. We weren't caring. It was great. But see, by the time we came out of the hospital, the rain and all that had stopped. So that was good, because it was hard to see on that motorway. It was pitch black and the rain was coming down. So I'm using my Martin's Diner because it's got beautiful silver. Did you? Do you know, I said to Amanda, I says, I bet you see all sorts in here. I mean, there was a story, I've said this story before, right? You've probably heard it. I don't know if it was true, but it was on one of our radio. We had a radio station, and late at night, there used to be like a phone in. And this nurse phoned in. It was a bit bizarre A&E visits. And she said that she worked in A&E, and a gentleman came in with an action man. That's like a G.I. Joe in America, an action man lodged someplace that you can imagine, right? Just use your imagination here. Apparently, he fell on it. He fell on this G.I. Joe action man figurine, and it went there, the place. And when he tried to pull it out, the G.I. Joe's arms opened like this, and it was jammed inside the man. Another unfortunate incident that someone has failed, and probably Hoovers, accidentally fell on a Hoover and it's been lodged. So there you are. I was laughing my head off at that. They must see some things. Like, there's the silver that I like. It's beautiful. And these are girls' names, and there's Linda. That one's Linda. Like, I'll show you all the wee names. This is a beautiful palette. I mean, I'm going to be using these colours. I bet there's some crazy shenanigans in here, and they've got. And see, when we were in it, and that virus is rife. And right across us, there was a cubicle right across us, and we were putting big posters up like "Do not enter" without a mask and stuff. And they're here across it, and I'm like, we're going to get it. And I'm not feeling the best as is. We're going to end up with it. Right, let's get some. I look terrible today. Do you know? I don't care. I look like a dog. That's what I look like, a dog. There'll be people agreeing with me in my comment section. 2024, eh? What a year. And I want a wee bit of silver. There, that's what I want. Silver and blue. That's what I want. And there's a nice white here. I think I'll put that under my eye. Can't be bored with the brushes today. I'm just winging this. I'm just winging it. And my poor dad, he was worried sick. He didn't know what was happening. But when I got into the hospital, I had no signal. Well, this is it, Amelia. There's people with hoovers that accidentally slipped on and has been trapped places. I don't know. See what people get up to in their own private bedroom then. Jenny, I think maybe that's what the wee fella's got, and I've got as well, because my chest's burning. God knows, do you know, I think I was running on adrenaline. I don't know how I managed it yesterday. I must have been just running on adrenaline. Me and Amanda seem to be in the hospitals all the time. All the time, recently. And there's no way I could visit my mum because I've not been well, and all the wee people in there, I don't want them catching what I've got. So I've got my steak pie for tonight. A traditional Scottish meal for tonight. Open-minded, hello my darling, open-minded. I think that is a bad flu. I think it's a bad flu that we've all caught. I think that's maybe what's triggered the wee fella's temperature. What was I saying? Oh, my steak pie. I've got my steak pie. I've got roast potatoes, but I fancy mash. So I'm going to have my steak pie, my mash, peas, and Yorkshire pudding. So that's for my dinner tonight. And for lunch, I've got a bit of smoked salmon. I've not had that for ages and ages and ages. I'm going to have a wee roll. And I'm going to have some lettuce on it. And I'm going to have my smoked salmon, cucumber, tomato, and some mayonnaise. That's for my lunch. So I'm going to do that. And do you know what I might watch today? And it's got kind of, it's the Sound of Music, right? Now, everybody, I love a musical. Love it. Julie Andrews, love it. Partying out on the house and stuff. I love that. But the thing that, and I hate it that a memory comes back, that my hair was, when I was going through the chemotherapy, that was on the telly while I was doing this with my hair, and all my hair was falling out with the chemotherapy. So that's a flashback. But let's get that flashback out my head and just enjoy the Sound of Music. Or I might watch West Side Story because I was singing that to the grandson. Amanda didn't know these songs. Oh, Jenny, mind, was it last week or the week before I had the Prince of Dubai? Thank you. We call it a Hogmanay. Open-minded here in Scotland. We call it Hogmanay. New Year's Eve is Hogmanay here. And we've got a wee saying, and we say, Lang may your lum reek. Lang may your lum reek. And basically that's long may your lum smell. And the lum was like a fireplace, right? And it just means long will you have heat in your house. So long may your lung reek means heat. And usually we would get put out in Hogmanay. Don't come in until it's the bells have went at 12 midnight, and you had to have a loaf of bread. You had to have, in the olden days it was coal. With us it was like a matches or a lighter. I'll give that to the kids. Stand out there with this lighter. And a bottle of wine or whatever, a can of beer or whatever. And that's so that you had warmth, food and drink for the next year. That's what you would do. Up at my mum and dad's caravan, we made a caravan. At midnight you would hear them going out and shooting their guns. So it would be farmers, because farmers are the only ones that are allowed like firearms here. And, oh, ouch. They would go out and fire their gun in for the old year to go. Ah, that's good. So that's what we do. And I got my cherry cake, Madeira cake. We always have that New Year Madeira. I've got shortbread in there somewhere. Usually people have shortbread as well. Yeah, so I'm doing. Look, I'm having a wee party myself. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not drinking. Oh, there'll be no flavouring today. I'll keep that for Saturday. No, I don't feel right taking a drink during the week, even if it's Christmas. It felt weird last week. I'm putting this white on my eyes just to prime the lashes. Yeah, so there'll be no flavouring, but I don't even know what's on normal TV, but I feel like a musical today. Do you know one that I like as well? Annie. I went to see Annie in the pictures in the theatre with my wee Granny Bet. My Granny Bet's pictures up there. I went to see Annie with her. That's a good one. Dumb dog, why are you following me? I ain't got a crumb dog. I feel like a musical today. But in the back of my mind, I'm just hoping that my grandson's all right. He's been for a nap and everything today. Amanda seems quite happy with him. But I've said any change of that, we'll just go straight back through. We're not waiting in the ambulances because they're rushed off their feet as it is. But I really do think if there's a child taking a seizure in the house, they shouldn't be saying, oh, we're not sending an ambulance to that. Yeah, I'm no, I don't like it during the week. It's a weekend thing for me, my flavouring. So I'll have it on Saturday as my usual. I got lots of wipes today. I got more of these ones. I love them. Yeah, do my piercings. Well, that was it. They said they weren't sending an ambulance at first. And they were sending a doctor out. And I said to Amanda, get a bag. We're taking them. We're just going to go through. Oh, you need to let me see a picture of the puppy open-minded. And by the time we were pulling into the hospital A&E department, and Amanda gets a phone call saying there was an ambulance sitting outside her house, she answered it and she said they told me that I wasn't getting an ambulance and we're here now anyway. So if you were taking a heart attack or something, wait on the ambulance because they've got the equipment to save you. But we could not. We couldn't wait anymore. We could not wait. So that was it. Me and Amanda. I wish you would have seen us in our pajamas. And the thing, it'd been all right if the pajamas, but they were all stained. I've got vapour up. I'd smeared the vapour up because I was like needing it for my chest. So I put it on my chest and I put it on my jammies. So I was all like full of stuff. Oh dear. But there was a poor man, there was a poor guy across face, and he was there with his daughter, and I don't know where his wife was, but he was on the phone to his wife, but he was in a panic. But see, when you deal with kids, they don't know that you're trying to help them. And doctors come over, he got his blood sugar done, and he was so brave. They said to him, "Let me see your finger," and he done that, and it was bleeding, and he never even flinched. I was dead proud of him. It was a wee shame though. The paramedics but as I say, the guy, when we went in and there was a guy standing in the reception, and there was people ill all along the corridors, people on beds, And there was a man standing at the front going, I've cut my finger on a Stanley blade. And it wasn't even like gushing or anything. And I thought that could probably wait until tomorrow. I mean, I can't see that being a mad emergency, but... And there was a man as well that was in that had a suspected brain bleed. He'd been waiting 5 hours. And he still hadn't been for a scan. So there, and I appreciate the NHS, because the treatment that they've gave me, I would not have been able to. Afford that. Where's my wee pencil for my eyebrows? Oh, I don't know. Oh, the eyebrows can just stay like that. Oh, I've not put blusher on, have I? Yeah, see, but the thing was, I had my car. I was right there. I was right there with the car, and time was of the essence. I mean, you want to get there quick. You want to get, because we didn't know if he was going to take another one or what was happening. But he's doing good this morning. So, is it still morning? I don't even know what time it is. I don't know what time it is, what day it is, what month. I don't know. I'm in the twilight zone at the moment. Oh, it hurts when I cough. And I was frightened to cough. Daisy's in the living room, all cooried in, all nice and cosy. I was feared to cough in the hospital in case people thought I had that virus, you know. Like, I was going trying to cough quietly yesterday. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for keeping me right. But there you are. That's the face done. I've got my pants on. I've got the face done. The hair, I'm just going to leave like this. This is it. Do you know, I've not got my lipstick on. Let's get some MAC on. What the hell is that? Yeah. That's me. See, if I had to go to the hospital now, at least I would have my silver pants, my face done. What a day. So Amanda's taking it easy today. She's not feeling too great. As you've been saying, it's flu season, cold and flu season, and everybody's like coming down with stuff. So listen, I'm going to go, but I want you to stay safe, right, tonight. Enjoy yourself, stay safe. And next year, I'm hoping for the best for all of us. I'm going to send out some magic dust on us all, that we're all going to have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous next year. And thank you for keeping me company this morning. So I will see you next year. I mean, that's corny, but we all do it. I'll see you next year. And I'm going to give you a big hug, mini kiss. And I love you all very much. Bye.